What's up, guys? Um, just got back from watching Pacific Rim. Holy crap. Um, I've been really excited for this movie to come out. I don't know if you guys haven't heard of it. It is a kaiju movie. I'm a big fan of kaiju movies, but it's a little bit different. Um, Basically, the premise of the movie is that kaiju are coming out of like their dimension or whatever and coming into ours through this. It's called the bridge, um, and so it's gotten to the point where we have to build things to attack them, which are robots, and those are called Jaegers, which is my name in German, which is pretty cool. Jaeger is German for hunter. Um, so that was kind of sweet. But, so basically, to operate the Jaeger, you have to. They invented them at first to. You kind of. If you've seen Spy Kids 3 or like Real Steel, it's similar. A similar concept, but it connects to your brain. And so you're more connected to the robot and stuff. But they found when they made them that it was too much power for one person to be able to handle. So then they found out that um, you need two pilots. You need a left side of the brain and a right side of the brain, and they connect to each other. And so the better that they can connect as people, like basically as friends, the better they will be as a pilot of a Jaeger. So it starts off um, with two brothers in Alaska, and they're battling a kaiju. And without spoiling anything that goes on, long story short, they win. And then later in the movie, it kind of explains um, what has occurred and what it ties into what happens later in the movie. I don't want to spoil anything, and it's not a huge thing at all, but just want to play it safe and not spoil that. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's directed by Gilberto del Toro, I think is how you say his name. He directed Hellboy and Hellboy 2, obviously, and Pan's Labyrinth, which I like all those movies a lot. And Ron Perlman, who plays Hellboy, is in this movie, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I was excited. I was excited for this movie to come out. I've been waiting for it for quite a while, and so I didn't even realize that it came out today. I just was planning on it coming out tomorrow, then seeing it sometime in as soon as I could. But a buddy of mine called me up, and it was playing today, and I had time and enough money to go see it, so it was awesome. And I was kind of expecting kind of a dumb action movie. A lot of kaiju movies don't necessarily have the greatest storylines. This totally had an awesome storyline. I was very surprised at how the storyline was thought through and was very, very good. And a lot of people are going to compare this movie, because it is an American kaiju movie, to Godzilla with Matthew Broderick, which came out in 1998. Do yourself a favor and don't watch that movie. It's terrible. There is one scene in Pacific Rim that I think kind of pokes fun at Godzilla. You might have caught it if you've seen the movie, but I won't point it out. Again, it's not a spoiler or anything, but I just want people to see it. It's not a big part or anything. So yeah, overall, my thoughts on the movie were, it was great. Was it a perfect movie? No, it was not a perfect movie. I'll go into my likes and dislikes in a second, but check it out. Do yourself a favor. It's a great movie. Don't go into it expecting the greatest movie in the world. Things I liked about it were the storyline was awesome. It was a great storyline. The action was awesome. It was really loud though in the theater that I saw it in. I didn't see it in IMAX or anything. The monsters were awesome. The Jaegers were awesome. Let's see. The characters were great. The relationships the characters had with each other weren't always good, but the way that the actors acted together was awesome. Let's see. There was so much good stuff. Some of the things I was skeptical of were mostly just one thing, and that was an actor named Charlie Day. He is most popular for a TV show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He was also in a movie called Horrible Bosses, and I haven't really seen him in anything else. He's a funny dude, I like him, but this is not a funny movie. It has funny parts, but it's not a comedy. So I was very nervous to see how he would do. He killed it. He was one of the main characters. I didn't even think he was going to be a major character, but he was one of the major characters in the movie, and he was awesome. He was goofy, and he had some funny lines, but he was super good in it. I was very surprised. Dislikes that I had for the movie where it was a little loud and a little jumpy in the fight scenes, so you couldn't really, sometimes you couldn't really tell what was going on. It was a little bit too jumpy for me. The fight scenes were awesome though, except for that was just more annoying than it actually being a negative. It was just kind of like something I would have rather it have been done a little differently. There are, I wouldn't say plot holes or things like that, but loose ends where stuff doesn't necessarily add up. It's small things that just kind of, you think about it and you're like, that doesn't really make sense, but it's not a thinker movie. It's not one of those things where you have to, it really leaves you thinking. It's just watch the movie, have fun, and when you see those loopholes or whatever, just don't think too much into it. Just kind of let it slide and just pretend that that's what it was meant to be. But overall, guys, this movie was great. One of the best movies that I've seen in quite a while. The last awesome movie that I saw was Star Trek Into Darkness. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. I did see Man of Steel, and I still don't really know how I feel about it. I need to rewatch it, but I'm not a big Superman fan. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Click the links down below. I got a Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/HunterMediaMan, Twitter @CatPuncher182, Instagram @CatPuncher182, and yeah, that's about it. Subscribe. Thanks, guys.